let's cut a second corner curve into 4 pieces of fabric, and we can just cut and reorganize it according to what we want. I've put them in the same order that we've had from the beginning, with orange, brown, yellow, and then green, and we are going to shuffle the bottom one to the top. So I've cut my template out, or if you're not using templates, it is about 7 inches. So you would go 7 inches here and 7 inches here, mark the 2 spots, and just draw a little bit of a wonky curve if you want it more improv. Here I'm going to make sure that all my 4 corners are together. As we keep sewing, each square is going to get a little wonkier and wonkier, but as long as these corners are together, it will make it work together. I'm going to take my template, I'm going to draw a simple line. When I cut, it's easier if I rotate it a little bit so that I'm cutting away from me. It is 4 layers, so having a sharp cutter and pressing hard will help. So I've cut my 4 layers, and I'm going to rotate the bottom layer to the top. So now each block will have 3 different colors. I'm ready to pin by finding half. Fold each one in half. Press it with my finger or my presser to get a little bit of a crease. And then I'm going to match them right sides together. Pin them together and begin pinning along here so that they match. Again, we'll notice that they won't actually meet up to the corners, and that's okay, because in the end we're going to square these blocks off to 12 inches each. So when you're squaring off the blocks, it's easy to use a 12-inch ruler and just square them off 12 inches. The trick to this block is always making sure that that corner is where you're starting from. Square it off one side, square it off the other side that's wonky, and then square your strips that are the remaining squares. You can also take your cutting mat and find a 12-inch square, making sure that this corner is the first one you square up. Once it's been sewn, it's easy to cut a nice square there, rotate it once, cut a square there, and then you're left with your strips along the top to make it 12-inch. This way, when you actually match your circles, they're going to match in a more even way. So next step is to sew the center circles and then square it up.